Hi everyone at WP Elevation. I'm really excited to tell you a little bit about Starfish Reviews today and hope you'll be interested in using it for yourselves or for your clients or things like that. So just real quick on the front end, what Starfish Reviews does is creates these funnels. And the funnel is basically just a way to gauge whether people are happy with you or your product or your company or whatever it might be, or if they're not. And so if they are, then you can take them and have them leave you a review wherever it is you might want to do that. Or if they're not, then you can capture that information and be able to process it internally and try to do better so that you can make your clients happier and just do a better job going forward. One neat thing that we have implemented recently is that we can now do multiple destinations. So let's say somebody is happy with your company or product or whatever it might be. You can give them options so they can go to these different destinations to be able to leave you a review. So there's lots of stuff going on here. I just want to show you how that looks on the back end. Oh, before I move on real quickly, so these forms are fully responsive. When we show these to people, if they pull it up on their phone, it's going to look great. It's going to work great there. It also looks great, works great on their desktop or whatever else it might be. So let's jump over to the back end real quick and see how things are going there. These are what's called funnels. So under Starfish Reviews, you'll notice there's the all reviews and there's all funnels sections. And these are the two main places that you're going to work on stuff in. And the way it works is you create a funnel and then you can send the URL of that funnel out to your clients or your clients' clients if you're kind of reselling Starfish as a service or something like that. So let's take a look at one real quick. Here's this Facebook reviews one, and that was the first one that I showed you. And I'll just go over the settings real quick, and then we'll show you how those differ if you do multiple destinations one. So right up front is this yes/no question. What do you want to ask them to ensure that, to gauge how they feel about you or your product or service or whatever it might be. And then to give an answer, you can select from multiple different button styles here, as you can see. So lots of options. If you want to embed this funnel into another page or a post, you can do that as well. So you just got to grab that short code right there and put it in. Also, while we're here at the top, you can give it a name. Obviously, it's like a lot like a post. And then this is the URL right here that you would send to your clients and ask them for feedback. Also here you can set a logo. So you can set a logo, or maybe if you're a very person-based company, you could even set an image of one of your team members or something like that. And so this funnel could be about giving reviews or information or feedback specifically around them. And then our first section is the positive response section. So when they click that thumbs up or that check or whatever it is indicating that they feel positively toward your product or service or whatever, then this is what it's going to show them afterwards. So you can set a title, and it looks like maybe we need to fix a little CSS here because that box isn't expanded out around the way it should be, but it's definitely something we will get to in an upcoming update. Get that fixed for you guys. Then there's a number of destinations. So this is where you can select the multiple or single that I talked about before. We're going to leave it on single for now, but I'll come back to that later. And then you put in the review destination. So where do you want people to wind up when they click that yes indicator, that they feel good about it, and then they're sent on? This is where they'll wind up. You can also have that last step. So let's jump back over to this other one here. So here, they have to click again to be taken to Facebook or wherever that review might be. And if you don't want them to have to click again, you're trying to keep your friction down as low as possible, you can actually set the number of seconds to display that screen before proceeding on automatically. So they won't even have to click the button. You just put like 3 seconds. That'll give them time to kind of read it real quickly. and it'll take them right to the review destination, or however long you want to do. And then what you want that button to say, if you have this at 0, so it does display the button like I showed you, then you can change the wording on that button to take them to the review. Now we get to the negative response section, and this is what you want to display when they give you a negative reply. So let's reload this again and show you once more. So they say, no, they're not happy. This controls this screen right here. So with this one, you can set, what you want to say to them. Then you can say, do you want to ask for their name, their email, and their phone number? And then you can say whether or not those things are required or not. So you can turn those on or off and make them required or not required. And then where do you want to send that feedback? So once they submit that information, where should it go to? And you can put in whatever email addresses you want here, separated by commas. And then what the submit button will say. So at the bottom of that feedback page right here, it says send feedback. You can change what that button will say. And then what it says after that form is submitted. So what you want to tell them after that. Now, we've also added this great new feature. Google has recently updated their guidelines saying that you can't do what's called review gating, which means you can't say, okay, you feel good about our products, we want you to give us a review, but this other person doesn't, so we're not going to let them through to give a review, which is, to be honest, exactly what we're doing here with these funnels. So if you want to be compliant with Google's guidelines, so you're not breaking those guidelines, what you can do is allow people to still proceed to the review destination, even if they're wanting to leave a negative review. So what that does is everything stays the same, but after they send their feedback to you, then they are given an option to proceed to the same destination that a positive review would go to. So basically here, after I filled out this information in this form and click submit or click send feedback, then it would take me to another page and give me the same option to proceed, just like as if I had said yes or given the positive feedback. Oops, sorry, I didn't update my screen to see that. So I filled out this form, click send feedback, then it'll give me the same options as if I had said yes or given that positive feedback. So that's pretty much everything in the funnel except for one thing, and that's the multiple destinations. So I want to show you a different funnel for that because I've already got it all set up so it's easier to show. And basically here, if you select the multiple destinations, then what it does is it allows you to set an icon, and we've got a list of pre-made ones for you, or you can upload your own image to go with that. You can also set the color of the icon and the background color for each of those. You need to give each destination a name so that we can catalog it and show it in the results. And then you put in the actual URL where that will be. So it's just like the other where you have a destination, but now you can have multiple of those destinations. And that shows up as I showed you previously here, where people can select which option they want, where they want to go to leave that review. Okay, and that's pretty much it. The last part is the reviews, and this is basically stats. It's analytics. It's telling you what the results of those funnel submissions have been. So if you send your funnel out to a bunch of your clients or multiple funnels out, depending on different segments or whatever it might be, then it's going to show you all the results here, and you can see the message they submitted if it was a negative review. You can see the positive ones and what destination they ended up at if it's a multiple destination funnel. You get kind of an overall rating up here that gives you a good idea what's going on. And you can sort by different funnels. So if I only want to see stuff in this multiple destination funnel, I can sort by that, and these stats up here, this analytics up here will update and show me that. And then the results down here will only be that. You can also sort by date as well. So that can help you out a lot. Then there's our settings. The settings just allow you to tweak some more advanced things like how the emails are sent to you, how those are formatted, things like that. You can turn off our branding if you want to, or if you want to leave our branding on and sign up for our affiliate program, you can put your affiliate URL in there so that all those links reflect your affiliate link. Or if you want to totally delete the plugin, you can go ahead and do that by checking this box and saving changes. And then there's the account stuff down here that you'll use. You input your license and stuff once you have purchased the plugin. So hopefully this has been informative and helpful to you, and you can see how advantageous this can be to help you get more great reviews for your product or service, or to resell to your clients as a review management service. Thanks again. Hope you all have a wonderful, wonderful summer.